Alright guys, well, I just got back from Tent City. I was down there for like 5 hours. I got to talk to a lot of the homeless people that were living down there. I got some pretty good footage as I actually walked through Tent City and filmed the entire time. I wasn't supposed to because they had they had it like blocked off, I guess, no trespassing, things like that, but I did anyway. So I just kind of filmed throughout the day the things that I did and things like that. So I'm just going to put it all into one video and upload it. I know Tent City has been there for over 10 years because one guy said he's been there for about 11 years. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to put everything together and make one video out of it. So hopefully you enjoy it, and I'm going to go back down tomorrow for part 2 because I guess they're going to remove everything tomorrow. So we'll see. What's going on, guys? Today's Monday. The current time is, it's actually 8:15. The clock's an hour behind. Today is the day that Tent City, everyone in Tent City is getting evicted. I'm not real sure what's going to go on down there, so I'm just going to drive down through there and see, you know, if they're leaving on their own, if the police have to escort them out, or what's going on with that. For those of you who do not know, Tent City is a place that the homeless had started. It's a little piece of land in Wooster, right at the bottom of Madison Hill. Pretty much they just live in their tents all year round. And recently, I guess the property got sold for a whopping $1, and the person who bought it for $1, I guess, is wanting them to leave. So they're being evicted, and we're just gonna go down there and see what's all going on. And then here recently there was they had found a lady who was deceased. Excuse me. A lady who was deceased in her tent. No foul play was, you know, found or anything like that. So it's been kind of hard on these guys, obviously. I mean, living in a tent all year round would be hard enough, but so the superhero who bought the land for $1 wants them gone, so we're going to cruise down there and see, like I said, what's going on. Today was the day that they were supposed to be evicted, so all I read was Monday morning, and it's 8:15 on a Monday, so let's go down there and see what we can't find out and see what's going on. Well, I've made it down here, and it looks like so far they really haven't you know, progressed to move out, but I'm not real sure because this is actually the closest I've ever been to Tent City, and from what I can see, there is a lot of stuff. Like I said, it looks like on the other side of this brush over here, when you're up on the overpass, there's some more tents back in that thick stuff back there. I would say there's a total of probably 20 tents from what I can see just from the road. And I noticed when I was up on the freeway, people up there would park and they would, like, you know, help out from time to time. And I noticed they put up a no parking sign up there. I just discovered that this morning, so it looks like they're cracking down on these guys pretty hard, I guess. It just seems that way anyway. You know, I'm not here to put them down or judge or anything like that. I'm just, you know, I guess, you know, that's the land that was bought for $1, and whoever bought it wants them out. So it looks like there's a van over here with the door half open. I'm gonna probably swing around and just see if anyone's in the van and just kind of see what they're doing. I don't know if anyone's in there. I can't really tell. But they just got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of materials. Looks like scrap, I think. There's a tent right there. I don't see anyone moving around or walking down through there. I mean, it's just crazy when you think about it. All this stuff, they're homeless. This is all their stuff, and they have to move it out. I mean, so where are they even gonna move the stuff to is my question. I mean, they're not really hurting anybody. They're just down here trying to survive. And it's just, you know, I don't know how the system works, but a piece of land that sold for $1, I personally think that there was something that could have been done to where they just could, you know, the Wooster could have bought the land, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, and they just could have let them down here. I mean, it's not really hurting anybody, but I guess there's people out there that see it differently, which, you know, that's their opinion or whatnot. It looks like I seen somebody moving in that van. So I'm just going to go over there and kind of maybe talk with them and see what, you know, I don't know, we'll see. They might be mean, they might be nice, we'll see.
Sorry about you waiting.
That's alright. Thank you. Alright, so I just got the cheeseburgers and the coffee and the water. I shouldn't be driving and recording, but oh well. When I get back down to the tent city, I'm gonna film all the stuff that is gonna be thrown away, burnt, or whatever that they decide to do with it. I probably won't do a lot of talking while I'm filming because it's really windy, like I said, and you probably won't be able to hear me. So I'm gonna film the stuff that's left at Tent City, and then from there I'll just film like anything else that happens. But I'm definitely gonna be there whenever they show up and they, I guess, destroy it or whatever they're gonna do to it. But everything you're about to see in this next clip is stuff that was left behind because they couldn't move it out. And you know, so it's probably going to be emotional for the three guys that are left there because I'm sure they've been there for a while. The one guy said he got his stuff out, but the thing is, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last clip. At 9 o'clock this morning, there's no one allowed on the premises. So even the people who live there, they can't go down there. They'll get arrested. And we've already seen people pull off on the side, and right away a cop pulls up behind them, tells them they can't park there. So they're cracking down on it. And so I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But the stuff you're about to see in the next clip, like I said, it's stuff that was left behind, and it's stuff that has to be thrown away or whatever they plan on doing with it. Like I said, I'm going to be there until the end. So we'll just see what happens. Here we go. This is the path, somewhat of a path to the tent city. Whoa. Alright, let me make my way down here on flat ground. This is under the bridge close to where they stay. I'm trying to watch my step because it is very rocky and bumpy. Anyway, if anyone passes this no trespassing sign, I guess you get arrested. I'm just gonna go to the sign. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me with the wind, so bear with me on that one. But as you can see, they have all kinds of stuff here. Everything here is getting thrown away, burnt, whatever they plan on doing with it. I don't know how many tents. I'd say there's probably 15, 20 tents. There's still more in the back. Gas cans, bags, tables, truck caps, coolers, all kinds of stuff just left over from, and this is stuff they couldn't get out. And there's even more back there. Just all kinds of stuff. They even, I thought was kind of neat, they took a big stick, and at the very top they got an American flag tied to it. So we're just kind of waiting to see what how they're going to get rid of the stuff, the city of Wooster, I guess, or whoever's taking care of it. But as you see, there's all kinds of stuff. I'd like to walk through there and get a closer look at it, but since 9 a.m. this morning, that's no trespassing anywhere beyond this no trespassing sign. So I'm going to make my way back up to the bridge and just wait it out and you know, see what happens. But all this stuff is trash now, so you know, we'll just wait and see what happens, see how they're going to move it out. They have the no parking signs dated for today until another 2 days, so it might not even be today they throw away all this stuff. We're just waiting to find out. All right, so I said heck with it. I'm gonna go past the no trespassing signs and I'm gonna film like the whole entire Tent City area and see what they have down there, how they have stuff set up. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me real well. Like I said, it's windy right now. I'm under the bridge, the overpass. I don't know if you can even hear me good now, but if you can't hear me, sorry, it's just real windy. So here we go. I'm about ready to cross the sign and we'll see how they're living. Hopefully if I go to jail, it's not too pricey. So here we go. We're just gonna walk down through here. This is the first time that I've ever been down this close to Tent City. And wow. I noticed the ground is real soft. They got these boards here to kind of like a little sidewalk type area. They just got all kinds of stuff here. Bags and trash bags and just all kinds of stuff. They got tables. There's a cooler. It's like a sled, a chair. This one here kind of intrigued me a little bit, just the way it got, it's like a table in there. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. All this stuff has to be thrown out. That's the inside. You actually see a bed back there. It's insane how they live here like this all year long. I mean, look at all this stuff. A bed, a table. All kinds of stuff here. Looks like there's actually a dead kitten right there. Like that's like a baby kitten that they maybe tried to help feed it, I guess, or something, because it looks like a bunch of feed around the kitten. There's some yogurts, all kinds of stuff. It's a riding lawnmower over there. Just all kinds of stuff. This tent looks like it's used to just store some stuff. I must say it's a lot bigger area back here. Very big. You got coolers, chairs. I mean, they got so much stuff that they've collected over the years and years that they've been here. It's insane. So I'm gonna kind of just stop talking right now and just start filming and just get a look at everything. This is the first time I've ever been down here. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought. A lot more room, things like that. Let me fix my shoe real quick. All right, so here we go. They got chairs. I mean, they just, looks like there's a bottle of Powerade, it looks like, Gatorade. I'm trying to look at the screen to see what I'm filming and watch where I'm stepping all at the same time. Here's another, I guess, tent house, it looks like, something. Looks like there's blankets kind of supporting it up. It looks like this one may have been slept in, things like that. I see a mattress there. Plus there's a tent in the back. It kind of keeps the wind out. Looks like there's a couch in there also. So there's actually a couch inside that tent there, like a love seat. I mean, this is how they lived. This is all their stuff that they've collected. And I guess talking to a couple of the guys who used to live up here on the overpass, I guess the guy who bought the property, I guess, is supposed to pay the people back with free pizza if they help move the stuff out, which I'm not going to be one of them that helps move the stuff out. Looks like another tent here was used also. I'm gonna crawl in here and take a look at it. It's kind of a tight walkway. Again, there's a bed right there, a couple shelvings, another shelf, I mean, that's not, look at the, there's not a lot of room to lie down there. It's almost like weird. It just feels weird. It's very hot in that tent. Very, very hot. Here's another tent here. It looks like it's collapsed or it was taken down. There's a radio. Just all types of stuff. I mean, this right there's the highway, and this stuff is just going and going. One thing I noticed is it's very hot out here. I mean, it's just, I don't want to open up any tents because I don't want any surprises, so I'm not going to open up any tents that are closed. Looks like there's a pool stick laying on the ground there. More clothing. We got actually another tent back here in this brushy area. Definitely a lot bigger than I had thought as far as the area. Looks like we got a TV there. Looks like a lot of scrapping stuff here that they may have tried to. It looks like this is kind of, this reminds me, well, it looks like an area that they may have tried to build some scrap together and try to go scrap it for money. It actually looks like there's a little garden right here. It's like a garden area. Got some, looks like lettuce. Looks like some lettuce right there. They put a little decorative thing on the one post. Looks like a wooden angel or some angel made out of twine. There's a garden right there though, and then we got a pathway. Looks like another path that leads up to the overpass. They definitely have a lot of burning equipment, material I should say. Just all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's just insane of all the stuff that they've collected over the years and kind of made it like a home, you know, and it's pretty much what it is. They got some plates there, some broken ones in the bucket, and then it just wraps around, kind of goes over. Here's another tent we got over here that's open. We'll take a peek inside that. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever been down here, so this stuff that I'm seeing is very new to me. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff. It looks like that tent right there has a bed inside of it also. Like I said, I'm not going to peek into too many tents that are closed just because I don't want any surprises, you know. I don't want, you know, I don't know what's going to be in there, I guess I should say. Looks like there's a collapsed tent right there. One thing I've noticed is, man, it's so warm out here. And I don't know how they would lay in these tents during the day like this, being this hot. Like this tent right here, right when I'm barely sticking my head inside this tent, and it's like so much hotter than being outside. It's insane. It looks like they have a bed there, all kinds of stuff on the ground. I see a spider right there trickling through. They got gloves, pillows. I am amazed with how hot it is when I stick my head in that tent. Barely stick my head in there. You definitely could not lay down in a tent during the weather like this. I mean, it's just so hot. Looks like we got some trash that they've kind of put in one area, I guess you should say. It's like they got another tent back here. Well, two tents. One's disassembled. This here looks like a two-person tent, maybe three, but I just see one mattress with all kinds of blankets and stuff to keep them warm, you know, when it gets real cold. Okay, let's go back the way we just come and kind of, there's just so many tents back here. I had no idea that it was just this big back through here. It's insane. I know they have their work cut out for them when they, I guess, according to the people who used to live here, the three that I've been talking to, I guess that they're gonna move this stuff out in trash bags. Good luck with that. It's gonna be a lot of stuff to move out in trash bags. And like I said, the guy who bought it, he said he's gonna get people free pizza for helping. I am not gonna be one of them people, just because it's not, I don't know, I just don't think it's right that they're just gonna, you know, kick people out so suddenly like this. It's like we got another tent here. Again, very, very warm. Right when I get up to it, I just notice heat. Looks like a bunch of books, some CDs, some headphones, something on the door. Juggalo Pride for life. Only fam may enter. Okay. So that's kind of like a sign that looks like it was created or made or whatever. Let's walk around back this way. I'm trying to cover all these tents and there's just so many. It looks like there was a piece of a tree that they may have set on fire. More mattresses here. I'm curious about this area back in here. That area back in that way looks like, you know, it looks like a good-looking setup as far, you know what I mean? Like, it looks more campy. Got spider webs all over my neck. Ugh, okay. So I don't know what they use this for. It looks like there's a piece of board with some, looks like pop cans in that bag. Kind of just to keep it dry, I guess. This is something they set up. I see a hatchet right there in the arm of that tree. Looks like they got like a clothesline type deal here. It's unique on how they set stuff up like this. Kind of like, you know, like there's like a little roof that they made. They just used all kinds of tools and tricks that they've learned over the years. I'm 12 minutes into this clip here, and we still have a little bit more to cover. You know, obviously, as you can tell, there's a lot of stuff. The thing that I'm wondering about is I'm not seeing a lot of food. I mean, I'm seeing food, but I mean, right here's a can of pork and beans sitting out in the sun. It's unopened. I don't think I definitely want to eat that. But I'm sure some of these guys had to eat stuff like this, or they do, guys and girls. And everyone always talks bad about them, but one thing I have not noticed, I have not seen one alcoholic beverage can or anything. Right there's an Arizona tea, there's another tea right there. I think we covered that area. Let me wrap around. I see in that box, it looks like some ramen noodles, a couple packets of unopened ramen noodles. Let me wrap back around here. You might not be able to hear me because of the wind. If I'm yelling, I apologize. Looks like we have a bike right there. Just a bunch of stuff. I'm overwhelmed with all the stuff that is here. It's amazing. Bee right there about stung me. I noticed a lot of tents are collapsed or on the verge of being collapsed. Looks like this tent is pretty empty. Whoever was here prior looked like they just grabbed all their belongings and left. It's very dirty on the inside. I just couldn't picture saying, this is my home. I just could not picture saying that. There's all kinds of stuff laying everywhere. You got a suitcase. We're kind of wrapping around to where we started. As you can see, try to keep it steady up on the bridge. There's the two guys that are still here waiting to see what's going to happen. Those are the guys I've been talking to and just kind of getting their stories. I really don't want to film them just because, you know, it's kind of like a hard time, I guess. They gave me permission to come down here and walk, although there's police saying you can't be down here, but I decided to do it. Just everyone else that was here was filming. They were just kind of here to get the interview. They're pretty much like the people that were here earlier filming and taking pictures. They were just here to get like the interview from the homeless, and they just pretty much left. But I'm gonna stay here, and you know, I'm gonna stay here till the end. Like that's why I decided to come down here. I'm gonna cover it more. I want to get everyone to realize what it looks like down here. It's the first time for me as well, for just seeing all this stuff. Like I said, I have not seen a lot of food at all. There looks like here's a bag. Looks like this is a bag full of like peanuts and pretzels and some other stuff. It looks like it's probably outdated, I would imagine. It looks like party mix there. I don't see an expiration date on it. Or it says sell by, but it's not written on there. But that's stuff I would not want to eat. Then it looks like this is like a little workshop table. As you can see, it's getting very windy. It may be hard to hear me. And I'm wrapping around to where I first started walking down here. Like I said, that's pretty much what Tent City is, how they lived, things like that. Just all kinds of stuff. I'm surprised with all the stuff that they were able to gather over the years. It's going to take a while to clean all this up. I know that, especially if they're going to take it out by the trash bags, So yeah, that's going to be a long process. So I'm going to make my way back up to the bridge again before I get spotted down here and get in trouble. You got a weed eater right there. Just all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's insane. But hopefully you enjoyed the quick tour of Tent City, I guess you should say. But like I said, I'm going to chill out up there for a couple more hours. See if anyone comes by and how they're going to get rid of all this stuff, and if someone comes by, we'll film them getting this stuff out. If not, I'll have to come back tomorrow and maybe get lucky and find out when they're going to come by and do it. But as you can see, they're just sitting up there right now. You know, they don't know where those two don't know where they're going to go. So I mean, it's got to be hard for them. But that's Tent City. Definitely a lot of stuff, and a lot bigger than I had imagined. Okay, so one of the guys that I guess he lived in this tent. He told me to go look on the screen door, and I guess he wrote a note. I don't really know what it's going to say. He just told me to go look at it, so we're going to come check it out, see what it says. This was his home. Attention Roger Dale Atkins, all other occupants, 801 Madison Avenue. This note says, you have now been legally evicted from this premises and or household by an order granted in the Wayne County Municipal Court. You and all your property and belongings must be out of this premises and or household by Monday, April 13th, 2015 at 9 a.m. If you have any questions, call the bailiffs at the following number, and then it gives a number. This is the only notice that you will receive to move out. Signed by the bailiff, and then in big bold letters, you must be out by the date and time listed above, or the following will take place. Your property and belongings being put out along the street. You must be completely moved out and gone before the above date time. So that's pretty much, I guess, I don't know. I don't understand it. But that's pretty much the notice that he got put on his door. I guess I don't know. So pretty much what that note is saying, all this stuff, like this stuff he did not take with him. So all this stuff, including this tent, this wood, everything, everything that's left over here is going to be moved out onto the street curb. So that's what we're kind of waiting on right now. I'm actually glad he showed me that note. They told me to come down and look at it, because that's what they sent to him. I guess put it on his door, I should say. I just couldn't imagine being homeless, having a place like this, and then you get that note. It's like, where do you go? What do you do with all your stuff? You know, and a lot of the stuff is trash, but it's not. That's not the point. The point is, you're pretty much being told to, you know what I mean? It looks like he's got a clock in here. He just got all kinds of stuff in here. A bunch of batteries. Looks like mower batteries. He's got a full box of macaroni and cheese. He's got a photograph of a couple people there. A peanut butter bar. All kinds of stuff. And I was up there telling them I could not believe how hot it is in these tents, and they were telling me in the winter time, surprisingly, if the sun's out, it'll keep you warm, and I can believe it, because it is very, very hot in here. Like, I couldn't be in here for no more than like 5 minutes, and I just have to go outside. For me, just being in here for this short period of time, I'm actually sweating. I just cannot believe how hot it is in here. But that's the note he wanted me to come look at. That is what they sent to him. It's kind of like saying screw you, things like that. I don't know, that's how I take it anyway. But that's what he wanted me to come look at, so I thought I would share that. That's when I guess all this has started. So we're just waiting to see when they're coming, what they're doing, things like that.